Hello. Okay, so this is gonna be last video recorded for today, but who knows if I'll put it up. I wanted to talk about why I stopped using Facebook and why I've deactivated my account. I don't want to delete it because I've got photos and stuff on there and all sorts, and family and whatnot. So yeah, I'm not going to get rid of it, but I had to deactivate it because I noticed throughout lockdown I started just checking it a lot more because I was bored and didn't have stuff to do. And this I hadn't been using it. I deactivated it already because of university. I was doing my dissertation and I needed to concentrate, so I deactivated it. And during that time I noticed that I actually felt much nicer, like I felt much better for it. And I got it back because of lockdown and being bored, and yeah, I realised it was just making me anxious. It was just making me just slightly agitated all the time, and even that sort of addictive nature of it made me sort of aggravated at a base level all the time. So yeah, I found that to be quite ugh. And then there was that story about Donald Trump and the shooting and looting comment. Yeah, it's an interesting topic. As I've said previously, I don't believe in deplatforming, but highlighting a tweet as inciting violence, or like having a little warning or something on there, particularly when it's the president's tweets, I don't see anything wrong with that at all. And Facebook came out and said they didn't want to get involved. Basically, it's not their place to not share. It's not their place to censor people or decide what's right and wrong and stuff like that, which I do agree with if they were doing that across the board. But I actually, during the coronavirus time, right at the start, I had quite a few friends who had posts deleted because they were sharing stuff about corona or around that subject, and some of them really weren't sure why their stuff got deleted. It wasn't like false information or even contesting anything that the government had said or the WHO organisation had said. So they didn't know why they had got stuff deleted. So it just seems strange that they've decided they can't get involved where it's inciting violence against a group of people. But they do want to get involved where it's to do with this pandemic. I don't understand that. So saw that, and then I logged back on to my account another short time after that occurring, and they were there. There was a banner at the top of my page saying, did I want to sign up to be to log my symptoms and stuff like that, so that they could have data, so that they could compile local data and stuff like that on corona. And after that, I realised Facebook is not even aimed at actually. I honestly don't think it is anymore. I don't think its main purpose is for us. I think it's data collection. And I think that's all it is now. That and advertising revenue. But I think it is just data, really. And yeah, I don't want to be a part of that. I realised it just wasn't serving me in any way. And I realised why. Because it's not aimed to anymore. It's not a social networking thing anymore, is it? I don't think it is at all. So that's why I left Facebook. I don't use Twitter. I'm not a Twitter person. I don't see the point. I think it's much the same in that sense. You just come across either what you really, really disagree with or what you already agree with. It's just about getting a reaction, whatever the thing. It doesn't actually matter about, changing your mind or like having a good debate or anything. That's not really part of it. And yeah, I got really caught up in sharing stuff on Facebook at one point, and I got into debates with people on some pages I follow and that, and I realised, like, this is more worthwhile, way more, even than that, because that makes you feel like you're doing something, but you're not. So it placates you, which is obviously what a lot of people are seeking at the moment, because everyone feels quite powerless, understandably. But yeah, I see people who are very politically minded and really good at getting their arguments across and stuff, wasting it all on Facebook. And I've realised it's just a sounding board of whatever you already think. So you're always preaching to the converted. There's a preaching to the choir. You're always preaching, for sure. Which again, I'm not really sure that does anything, because the only people that you either get people who agree with you, or you turn off the people who don't agree with you, because you're just ranting or writing a big old paragraph or whatever. I say this because I have done it many, far too long, so yeah, I think it drains you of all of your sort of political energy if you're politically minded. Yeah, so I don't like it. Instagram is a bit better because you don't just share with your audience. There's a possibility of it being seen by other people, and having more of a back and forth kind of thing. There does seem to be a more fluid sense of community on there, which I think is better for social media and just actual useful conversation and stuff. And obviously people react to images a lot more than they do articles or anything like that, so it's probably just better in that sense as well. But again, I don't really use it that much. I've kind of gone off social media, really. I just don't enjoy it. I don't think it is enjoyable. And I don't think it's designed to be. Yeah, so yeah, that's what I think. There you go.